Good evening, all of you. Now, in this class, I am taking into account the misrepresentation. Misrepresentation. Representing in a wrong way is nothing but misrepresentation. Okay, when we want to represent anything, we have to represent in a correct manner. But when we represent in a wrong way, we'll call that thing as misrepresentation. This is nothing but one type of making a person to enter into a contract by misrepresenting. That is, whatever it is there, whatever it is not there, when you say that it is there, it is nothing but misrepresentation. In this misrepresentation, also, you'll come across one party to enter into a contract. That is, you are not forcefully doing, not showing your influence by misrepresenting the thing what is not there, telling that there is. So thereby you can make a person to enter into a contract. So what is this? It means an innocent and unintentional representation. Innocent and unintentional and unintentional representation. Okay, actually the person who is telling, he don't have any intentional this thing, and he is very very innocent in that. So he is very very innocent in that. So likewise, whenever you come across, it is nothing but the misrepresentation. It means an innocent and unintentional representation. Misrepresentation is false statement which the person making it honestly believes it as it is true. It is a false statement which the person making it honestly, he will do honestly, believes it is as true. He will believe that it is true. Okay. For example, if you take into account, if I say that there is no corona at all and corona had gone, it is nothing but the misrepresentation. Okay. Innocently and unintentionally making a statement is nothing but misrepresentation. Honestly, because when I see people, they are they wandering here and there without without wearing masks, without using sanitizers, that is, without following the COVID-19 protocols. By seeing that, honestly, I'll tell that it is that there is no COVID-19, but as a matter of fact, there is COVID-19. Okay, still prevailing, and so many people they are suffering from this covid-19, and some people, the aged people, and some people they are dying out of this covid-19, all these things. So it is nothing but a misrepresentation, a false statement which the person making it honestly believes it as true. Because some people when they say that all the people they are roaming like anything, all the people they are not wearing masks, all the people they are not following these protocols of covid-19. Okay, by hearing those words, if I say honestly that there is no covid-19, it is nothing but a misrepresentation. Okay, that is the main thing that we come across. Whenever you come across misrepresentation, believing the person's statement. Okay, if one party, if he goes out, say for example, if I say to one person A that there is no COVID 19, okay, in India, everything had gone like that. Okay, honestly, I'm telling honestly because I heard from some people, and that thing I'm telling you. Okay, but what is true is I don't know that. Okay, what is true is I don't know that. So, taking my statement, taking my representation, if some person, if me goes out and if he was caught by COVID 19, tomorrow he will come and pinpoint me. You see, by believing your statement, I had gone out and I was caught by COVID 19. So, you misrepresented me. Naturally. Naturally, I must be liable for that. Example: P, while selling his house to Q, tells him that the house is well built. Okay. So P, while selling his house to Q, tells him that the house is well built. P generally believes that although he has no sufficient ground for belief, later Q found that the house is not well built. Okay, P believes that although he has no sufficient ground for belief, okay, he is not having any belief, but thing is, he said that to Q that it is well built. Later, Q find that the house is not well built. The presentation given by P is misrepresentation. So whatever it may be, the presentation given by P is nothing but misrepresentation. According to section 18, misrepresentation takes place when a person positively believes the fact as true. Okay, according to 18, section 18 of the eh, Indian Contract Act of 1872, misrepresentation takes place when a person positively believes the fact as true. The fact as true. When there is any breach of duty by a person which brings advantages to the person committing it, then when there is any breakdown of duty by a person which brings advantages to the person committing it. Okay. Next, when a party causes innocently the other party to enter into a contract by him, makes a mistake by him, then only you will come across misrepresentation. Now, what are the requirements that we come across for misrepresentation? It must be representation of material fact. What is material fact? That thing we have to take into account, and that thing only, if you have to tell, then it is nothing but misrepresentation. It must be made before the conclusion of contract. Before closing the contract, you have to make that. It must be made with intention that it should be acted upon. It should be made with intention. That is, we have to make a misrepresentation that the person is intendedly do it. It must be made with intention that it should be acted upon. The person who is hearing, he must act. It must be a wrong, but the person who made it honestly believes that it is true. It is a wrong thing, but thing is, the person who is making it, he believes that it is true. Okay, you don't know anything, you don't know the fact, but he believes that it is true. So when that is true, and when he makes a representation, that representation, if it goes wrong, then we'll call that thing as misrepresentation. It must be made without any intention to deceive the other party. See, when you are making statement without deceiving the other party, without harming the other party, if you make any representation, that thing it will become a misrepresentation. Okay, now we are going to see an example. X told his wife with the hearing of daughter that bridegroom proposed to her was a young man. X told his wife within the hearing of daughter, that is the daughter is hearing. Okay, within the hearing of daughter, that bridegroom proposed to her was a young man, was a young person. The bridegroom, however, over 70 years of age, the daughter gave her consent to marry him, believing the statements given by his father. Okay, actually speaking, the bridegroom is of 70 years. Okay, the bridegroom, however, over 70 years of age, over 70 years of age, the daughter gave her consent to marry him, believing the statements given by father. The consent was obtained by misrepresentation. The consent was obtained by misrepresentation because the father made the same statements, believing his father as true. had given her consent, thinking that the bridegroom is a young man. But actually, he is not a young man, he is of 70 years age. So that is nothing but misrepresentation. The consent was obtained by misrepresentation. Now, what is the effect of misrepresentation? In case of misrepresentation, the aggrieved party can avoid the contract or accept contract, but insists that he should be put to an advantage as if representation is true. Yeah. What is the effect of this misrepresentation? When we come across any contract by misrepresentation, okay, first of all, it is void. First of all, it is void. Okay, it is nothing but a void contract or the another thing. Accept contract but insist that he or she should be put to an advantage as if representation is true. Whenever the representation is true, what are the advantages that he come across or she come across? You have to keep that. Okay, you have to keep that. That is the effect of that misrepresentation. Okay, that is the effect of misrepresentation. Next, we are going for fraud. Okay, so what is this fraud and what is this mistake? Is there any difference between fraud and mistake? Okay, unintentionally committed a wrong thing. Unintentionally committing a wrong thing is nothing but mistake. Intentionally to deceive any other party, to deceive the other party, whatever may be the wrong thing that we come across, we make, we'll call that thing as fraud. Mistake is excusable, but fraud is not excusable. Mistake is excusable, but fraud is not excusable. Mind it. Okay, every time you have to keep that in mind. And both the things make a person to enter into a contract. That's why when we hear any person's words, we have to think. We have to think how far he is true. How far he is true. People they'll say so many words. People they before, man, so many people they'll say to keep themselves in a good position. But okay, believing that person, believing that person is not true. You have to think because you are having brain and you can able to think. So by hearing his words, you have to think what is he is telling, how far it is correct, how far it is wrong. All the things you have to think, and then only you must come to a conclusion that whether to believe that person or not. Generally, this type of procedure you'll see in ladies. Okay, whatever the husband says, some people they'll hear and some people they won't hear. They won't give much importance for that. Even though the husband is telling the truth, see the peculiarity. Because they don't have, up to giving birth to children only, the husband is useful. And I mean, for getting money, the husband is good. Okay. In other words, the husband is a waste candidate, is a scrap. And even though the husband said the truth, some people they will hear. I'm not pinpointing all the people, please. I'm not pinpointing all the people. Some people they will hear. And when you go, when outsiders, when they come and say, yeah, that is it? Is it? Like that, they believe. The same thing what husband told her, okay, when other people, when they say, it will be very sweet to their ears. And whatever may be the husband says, it is not true. It is not sweet to their. It is nothing but a sore. Because he is a scrap candidate, he is a waste candidate, and he will tell all the times. This is the nature of the ladies. This is the nature of the ladies. Okay. So in the same way, unintentional wrong thing is nothing but mistake, and intentionally when any person, when they make any mistake, thinking to cause some harm to the other party, it is nothing but fraud. So that's why I told you in the beginning that mistake is excusable and fraud is not excusable at all. So by fraud also people they'll come and enter into a contract. That is, people they'll make that in that way that it won't seems to be like a fraud. It won't seems to be like a fraud. People by hearing that they'll think that it is correct, that it is true, that it is correct. Like that they will believe, and the people they will make that in that way. The term fraud includes all acts committed by a person with an intention to deceive another person. Fraud is the willful representation made by a party to a contract with the intent to deceive the other party or to induce such party to enter into a contract. See the peculiarity. Somehow or rather, you have to enter into a contract. That is the main motto of the other person. Like that, when you want to enter into a contract, you have to be told something else. Okay, and they want to enjoy. When you are deceived, they want to enjoy. That is at the cost of one person, another person is enjoying. Of course, today's world is like that. At the cost of one person, another person is enjoying. Okay. It means a false statement made knowingly or without belief in its truth. This is about the fraud. Essential elements. What are the essential elements that we come across? The fraud must have been committed by a party to the contract or with his conveyance or by his agent. Okay. The fraud must have been committed by a party to the contract or with his conveyance or by his agent. Even the agent also says that this person is correct, good, always good. In this world, in on this earth, I'm telling you the fact. Only 1.1% people are the correct persons. Remaining 99.9% are purely corrupted persons. Okay, you cannot, even though you keep you take a torchlight and you can, even though you observe, you won't come across any corruption, incorruption everywhere. 99.9% people, but they pretend that they are the correct persons. They are like the gentlemen, but the thing is, he is a pakka dagulbaji. He is a pakka convict. He is not at all an innocent person. Knowingly, he is doing that. This is how the present world is going on, but we cannot stop that. Okay, there must be any one of the above mentioned ingredients in act of fraud. Okay, either inconvenient, that is the close associate, or his agent. There must be any one of the above mentioned ingredients in act of fraud, either the agent or the other person. The act of fraud must have been committed with intent to deceive and must actually deceive. Okay, the intention is to make another person hurted, deceived. So that is the main intention of any person. That is the main attention. Okay, that is one of the essential elements. The representation must have been aimed at the party to the contract or his agent, or with a view to induce the other party to enter into a contract. What is the representation? The representation must have been aimed at the other party. They won't look after themselves, they will always think about others. See the picture. 90% of the people, they, they will have this habit. They won't look after themselves. They will look, I mean, they will want to always want to pinpoint other persons. They will aim at other persons. I don't know what benefit they are going to get. I don't know what benefit they are going to get. First of all, look after yourself, whether you are a genuine person, whether you are a correct person or not. Okay, for words, they'll say, "Oh, I am a great person, I am a honest person, I am a true person." Bullshit. If you take the cover, if you take the cover or screen, then you can able to understand how dirtiest person he is. The representation must have been aimed at the other party to the contract or his agent, or with a view to induce the other party to enter into the contract. Such representation must have been made. Such representation must have been made before the conclusion of the contract. See the peculiarity. Before the conclusion of the contract, they will make this. So this is about some of the essential elements. And one more point is that the party must have the party must have suffered a loss. That is the most important thing that we come across. Okay, anyhow, somehow rather, the other party must get loss in any way. Okay, when other people, when they get lost, then these people they will enjoy. These people they will enjoy. This is the thing. And this is common everywhere, Amma. In every family, in every place, this is common. There is no genuine person, and no one is going to agree that I am a deceiver. I am the corrupted person. I am the convict. No one will go. Every person to keep their ego cautious. They say that I am good. I am great. I don't have, for example, okay, suppose if you take a drunkard person or a smoker, he won't accept. I am a good gentleman. I don't have any bad habits. But thing is, if you see, if you take the screen and if you observe that that person is a pakka drunkard and pakka smoker, but he won't. You'll pretend. He'll pretend that if he is a gentleman, as if he's a gentleman. 90% of the people, they are this type. Okay, very, very few percent, that is 1 or 2% only people, they'll openly say that. They'll openly say that, yeah, I'm a smoker, I'm a drinker. Like that, they'll openly say, let them do anything. Let them think in any way, I'm this. That is, they don't want to keep anything in their heart. They want to keep their heart peaceful without any this thing. So this is about the essential elements. Now I'm going to continue after some.